Hey, fellas, look what I found in my pocket. Look, a year's salary right here. What I call them? Fun coupons. See that? A fun coupon.
What's up, guys? Boy, Benny. You ever heard the saying, there's no honor among thieves? What that means is when you are in a criminal enterprise with other criminals, well, they're going to behave criminally against you, and there's obviously going to be no code of honor. Everyone's just in it for themselves. And, well, if you turn against your other criminal allies, they'll turn against you. And Democrats are beginning to find that out. Democrats, some of the dumber ones who have decided to publicly turn against Joe Biden, are finding themselves also at the heel of Joe Biden's Department of Justice. Now, this may be, of course, warranted, and we'll cover that here. But ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to somebody who's from a district that really does, in fact, look like a bombed out city at the end of World War II that got carpet bombed by the Allied forces in Europe. St. Louis is just a disaster city. I mean, it is a shell of a city. And the people who are stuck in St. Louis decide to send a representative to Washington, D.C., who reflects, well, the kind of people who can't flee St. Louis, let's just say. Cori Bush is the person who St. Louis has sent to Congress to represent them. Cori Bush, not the brightest crayon in the box. Cori Bush has decided, however, to wage war against the regime that she is allowed to dutifully serve via the Democratic Party's corporate organs, and come out against Joe Biden in a pretty funny interview clip. Check this out.
Joe Biden run for a second term?
She's going to go.
Yeah,
That's an easy question. It's not going to take long. Do you want to see Joe Biden
I don't
run?
want to answer that question because we have not, I don't want to answer that question.
Okay.
I mean, he's the president and he has the right to run for a second term. Absolutely. That's,
the right
but
to
I don't
run.
want to, I'd rather you not do that answer.
So you got like 2 minutes to be in the car.
Yeah, I know. I got to get to the,
Well, thanks very much.
the other thing. Okay.
Appreciate it.
I gotta get to the other thing, Cori Bush says. Look at that expression. Hey, Democrat who's part of the squad and has a pretty big social media following and people know you and you go on TV and stuff. Do you want to see Joe Biden run again? You know, he's a Democrat and he's the resident of the White House. What say you? Expression. It's not a gotcha question. It's like unbelievable. Cori Bush hasn't been a fan of Joe Biden. Now it turns out Joe Biden, well, ain't a fan of Cori Bush. Cori Bush is now under federal investigation for misusing security money. Uh-oh. Let's have a listen.
It's breaking news now. Sources have confirmed to Fox News that far-left Democrat squad member Cori Bush of Missouri is now under federal investigation for misusing federal security money. Bush has spent more than $750,000 on private security. Congresswoman Bush, one of the big proponents of defunding the police in 2020. I mention it again because look how much she spent to make sure she certainly didn't defund her protection.
Oh, yes, baby. Here we go. From Capitol Hill reporter Jake Sherman, the Justice Department is conducting a criminal probe into Cori Bush. According to 6 sources familiar with the investigation, the Justice Department subpoenaed the House Sergeant at Arms for records to the misspending of federal security money. Oh, yeah, baby. And Cori Bush confirming that she is under federal investigation. First and foremost, she says in a statement, I love it. Oh, man, they're not sending their best in St. Louis. First and foremost, I hold myself, my campaign, and my position to the highest levels of integrity. I also believe in transparency, which is why I can confirm the Department of Justice is reviewing my campaign spending on security services. We're cooperating with the investigations, blah, blah, blah. blah, blah, blah. In recent months, right-wing organizations have lodged baseless complaints against me, peddling notions that I misuse campaign for security services. That simply is not true. I comply with all applicable laws. Interesting. Well, you know, she didn't seem so confident, Cori Bush, when she was spending nearly $1 million on private security run by her boyfriend at the time. Uh-oh. Hiring family members is illegal if they are paid above fair market value and are not paid for bona fide services. So what kind of services was Cori Bush getting from Loverboy over here? Loverboy 2.0. Oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go have a little read here, and then we'll listen to Cori Bush try and explain herself. Squad member, Progressive Democrat Cori Bush denies that she ever misused government funds, private security. Missouri lawmaker married one of her bodyguards, spent more than $750,000 on security services since 2020. I can confirm the Department of Justice is investigating me. Bush, who has backed calls to defund the police and advocated for reparations for African Americans, is now facing a federal probe. When confronted about it on Monday night, Bush insisted that she was a subject of investigation, scolded reporters for asking the question. The Justice Department subpoenaed the House Sergeant at Arms. The investigation follows an ethics watchdog demanding an investigation into $62,000 she spent on her husband, Courtney Merritt, is his name, from campaign funds. Oh no. They were married in a private ceremony in early 2023. And he's on the payroll of her election campaign because, of course. Bush confirmed that she's being investigated. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love it. Straight into my veins. It appears Rep. Bush's campaign may have made payments for services that were unnecessary or above market value for her personal relationship with the payee. Oh, yeah. If so, these payments would qualify as impermissible payments to a family member and an impermissible gift. While hiring family members is frowned upon and is not illegal, it would be illegal for her to pay her spouse above market value in order to effectively money launder to Loverboy. Look at Loverboy. Yeah, woof, bro. You know what? You got to go home to Cori Bush every night, so I don't know what to tell you. I'll go to church and I'll say a prayer. What does Cori Bush say about this? Can she defend herself? Let's have a listen.
I won't let them get that off. You can't get that off. I'm going to make sure I have security because I know I have had attempts on my life and I have too much work to do. There are too many people that need help right now for me to allow that. So if I end up spending $200,000, if I spend 10 more dollars on it, you know what? I get to be here to do the work. So suck it up, and defunding the police has to happen. We need to defund the police and put that money into social safety nets.
If I spend $200,000 or $1,000 or $1,000 million bajillion, we have to defund the police. Well, I spent all this on security. By the way, Cori Bush representing one of the most dangerous, awful places in America. Again, a place that is effectively a war zone because of policies like her and because, well, you're not sending your best, let's just say. Could this be connected to thousands that she paid her husband for private security while voting to defund the police? Throwback to the time she had a meltdown on TV when asked about it. Matt Gaetz saying, call me old-fashioned, but I think husbands should protect their wives for free. Well done, Matt. Justice Department is conducting criminal probe into Cori Bush. The Democrat Department of Justice subpoenaed for misspending security money. Who could have seen this coming? Well, let's go ahead and check the tape here, ladies and gentlemen. Cori Bush explaining herself.
So you're saying that you're saying that they're paying their fair share is what you're saying?
No, I'm asking what percentage is a fair share?
Their fair share, the same, if a third of my money is going to taxes, then I think a third of their money should be going to taxes. Well, it does.
I'm trying to understand because you realize the effective tax rate on the poor is less than it is on the rich, right?
Okay, so first of all, I'm not the poor. I'm very close to that line, but I'm not the poor.
Okay, so the effective tax rate on the middle class is less than it is on the rich, correct? what fair share would you like to change?
Idiocracy was a documentary. Facts for Cori Bush. Maybe she knows this now that she's in Congress. She's now apparently a rich person who can spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on her private security. You do understand that when you make more money, you're going to pay more in taxes. So the overall tax rate is going to be higher for those people. This is not the topic we're talking about, but just like simple math here. The way it works is the 1% pay about 50+% of the taxes. Between 52 and 55% of the taxes every single year the government takes in is from the 1%. That's how it works. The middle class then makes up the whole rest of that pot, and the poor people effectively pay no taxes. So you're dumb, is what I'm saying. Let's just cut to the chase here. You're dumb. And now it looks like she's under federal investigation. Godspeed. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Godspeed. In cracking the case, Joe Biden. What do I think this actually is? I think that this is an operation to get her to endorse Joe Biden, to get Cori Bush to like back the regime. And this is a mafia tactic used by the criminal enterprise that is our federal government to manipulate a member of Congress that wasn't on message. Just one man's opinion, ladies and gentlemen. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe, and stay based. Move out of St. Louis if you can. They're not sending their best.